Hello tribe, and welcome to my channel. Today I will be channeling the energies for Cancer for the month of June 2018. I hope you are doing all so well. If I resonate with you and you would like a personal reading, all the information will be in the description box below. Alright, let's vibe. Spirit guides, spirit tribe, we are all gathered here today to connect. Please allow me to discern and contribute messages that come from higher frequencies with the purpose of healing the collective. Thank you for your assistance and your attention. We are so grateful. All right, Cancer. All right, Cancers, how are we feeling? How are you feeling? Okay, so the reading will be general. I'll take a look at love, singles and couples, career, and I have two oracle decks over here that we'll take a look at as well. So first I'd like to look at the general energies surrounding Cancers for the month of June 2019. Okay, Ten of Wands. Someone is carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, someone is overburdened, someone is extremely exhausted but continues to carry the weight either by force or guilt or out of just a sense of duty. Queen of Wands. Some of you either possess the Queen of Wands energy, you know, very fiery, very ambitious, and it's next to the Ten of Wands. That energy could be supporting, or you know, encouraging the carrying of the burden, or you might be dealing with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius who is part of the reason why you feel like you have a weight on your shoulder right now. When I see the Ten of Wands come out first as the energy, it's like, it's not a favorable energy, but it's a feeling of like, I have to do this. This is painful, but I have to do it. This is exhausting, but I have to do it. Like, and you feel like there's tons of things to do, you know? It's not a time of rest. That's what I can say. Okay. And then you have the Two of Swords and the Tower. So I think some of the Cancers right now are trying to maintain this. They're trying really hard to maintain balance, and what it's causing more than anything is turmoil inside. Carrying all of this is not helping. It's not helping spiritually and energetically. It's causing tears. It's causing things to be worn. And she has a blindfold on. So she's kind of like turning a blind eye at it, trying to make sure, like trying to pretend like everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff under the surface, and she needs to take off her blindfold and realize that she's been holding something for too long and that her arms are getting tired. You know, there's water back there, so that's emotions, you know, emotionally tired, spiritually tired. But trying to maintain this for possibly someone else, a fire sign, it's not going to last. And it's not going to last because once you take off the blindfold and you kind of look at things for what it is, Tower immediately happens. And anything that's not stable is going to have a complete death and rebirth. So that unstable foundation that was built is going to explode. And then it will need to be rebuilt again. Like when a building, you know, when they do a demolition, they destroy it so they can build something new, something better, something that's now outdated. You know what I mean? something that's a little bit more attractive, and it doesn't have to be just on a physical level, but just on an energetic level. Something that's more doable, sustainable, that, you know, passes all the, you know, compliance codes for being healthy on an energetic level, of course. Okay, so let's see if there's going to be any other energies that come out for this before I get into singles. Anything else for Cancer general? Okay. Gemini got this too. Okay, so the beautiful thing about this is right after the Tower moment happens for you, right after you take off the blindfold and things kind of, you just let it go, you let whatever happens, you're not holding on to something that isn't serving you anymore, you're going to feel good and be rewarded for it. Okay, so you see how, you know, people are like falling out of the Tower? They're gonna be hurt, right? They're not gonna immediately be able to get up and trot off on their horse. No, that's not you exploding out of the Tower. That's not you. That's other situations, other people, other things. You're gonna benefit from this. You're gonna be feeling good, and people around you are actually even going to be celebrating some of the decisions that you've made. They're gonna be like, wow, you've really turned things around. You're looking good. You're feeling good. This is a new Cancer. I'm really proud of you. Good job. Because, you know, you might have been holding on to this for maybe 10 years. Up to 10 years. This. So the people around you are going to be like, oh my God, I thought you were never going to let that shit go. Wow, good job. Amazing. Gemini got that too. The Six of Wands. Looking good, feeling good, right? Okay, so let's do love. Singles. Oh. Alright, so single Cancers. Are Cancers even really ever single? Because, like, even when they're single, they're still, like, taking care of somebody that... like they are their partner, you know? Okay. Single Cancers. Single Cancers, come on. Interesting. My cards usually fly out, so this is really interesting. I don't know if it's possible for you guys to be single because your heart is always with someone. Okay, let's take this. Interesting. Okay, so some Cancers, it's a Devil. Don't worry. I know this is one of the scariest cards. What this card indicates is an attachment to a low vibrational experience. So, and when that's tied to single Cancers, some of you might be attached to a low vibrational being, person, relationship, an ex that you know that is, you know, should be not thrown out, but they should have been left where that situation tried to destroy you. It should have been left there, but carrying it on because of maybe loneliness, attachment, like I said. But this person, as a single, so I'm thinking that you're single, but mentally, energetically, and emotionally, you're still attached to a person. It could be an ex, or it could be a new low vibrational experience, but you know this person. Like, I know you know. This person is not in any way, shape, or form what you would expect your life partner or your, you know, short-term partner, whatever. It doesn't even meet those prerequisites, you know? This person is a disappointment, but for some reason this person is on your mind. I'm not here to tell you to let them go. I'm just here to, you know, tell you that, yeah, this person is a piece of shit. This person is a disappointment, and this person will continue to be a disappointment. So the only thing you can do is put a expiration date on when this will stop, you know. And I understand, like, sometimes it's like, okay, well, I'd rather not be alone. I'd rather just have somebody around me, somebody to talk to, somebody to text, somebody to think about. Yes, but this person just brings heartache, headache, and disappointments. And when you're by yourself, you don't do that to yourself, you know? You have more confidence to know that when I'm alone, I'm not going to make myself feel like this. But I cannot just say it's this person. You still have an attachment to it. And you need to cut the cord, set them free, and set yourself free. Seriously. Let that shit pop off and explode. Let that shit go. Please. Because this is never going to turn into anything else but that. Because it is just that low vibrational experience. And you might see potential in someone, and they might one day be good, and then hot, cold type thing. And it's like, but it always comes back to this. Does it not? Okay? Let's do another one, because I'm sure not every Cancer is, you know, they've grown out of that, or they have cut the cord and they're good. So let's do another one for single Cancers. Okay. Okay. All right, so on the other hand, there might be some Cancers that have just got out of a breakup, and they might still be thinking about the person that they were with, or they are just terrified. They're just terrified, and loving at this time or trying to expand might seem a little difficult. But take off the blindfold. You know, here's two girls with blindfolds, right? What's the theme? You are not trapped. You are not bound, and you do not need to carry weight, and you don't need to stand still, and you don't need to be alone. But this is a very mental thing. So some Cancers that are single, get out of your head. Get out of your head. I love you. The world is not as dark of a place that it may seem right now. The people, yes, people can be dark, but the world that is embracing you every single day, it is not the place that you think it is. And you will see that it's not, right when you take off the blindfold. The Page of Swords. Okay, let's get clarification for the Page of Swords. I mean, having to be logical. Let me just combine this energy. Having to be logical and be strategic. You know, the Page is holding a sword. He got the sword from what? His big brother, the knight? His uncle? Maybe his dad? Is he trained to use that sword completely? No. But he's going to. And he's going to try to be strategic and logical about it. You might feel like that. You might come out of your comfort zone and you're like, ooh, am I like kind of faking it till I make it? You know? Maybe a little bit in the beginning. But then it will start to work for you. Okay. See if there's anything for a couple that want to come out. Couples that want to come out. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we'll get one more. It's the Nine of Wands. Okay, so Nine of Wands. So this is super general. Let's see. So what I'm getting is that some Cancers that are in a relationship, some of you have been putting in a lot of effort and you're not really seeing it reciprocated. Another thing that I'm seeing is, you know, maybe some of you as a couple, as a unit, have been doing a lot together as a unit and aren't seeing the world around you reciprocate what you're giving. You know, it might be that some of you guys are saving for a house and you guys are working a lot, but you're not getting to the point where you think you guys should have been. You guys are sometimes maybe having a baby. This is, you know, working really hard. It's testing your resilience. You're doing the nitty-gritty work, but you feel like you're not seeing the rewards just yet. And you're also on standby. A lot of work, a lot of standby. You know, some people might be trying to have a baby. That's another thing. And it's been kind of difficult. Be resilient. You as a couple and individual as a couple are being tested right now. It's not to say that you're not going to get it. It's just giving you muscle. A spiritual muscle. You're working your spiritual muscle out to see if you are in it for the long haul. Okay? And then actually let's do messages from your guides, and then we'll do the moonology. Oh, messages for Cancer. Oh, okay. So death is an illusion, and you are never alone. Okay, this is beautiful. So immediately when I read death is an illusion, I immediately thought of the Tower, because it is in fact a death and a rebirth of something. You are afraid that something is going to die and that life is not going to come after it. It doesn't have to be like a physical death. It is a emotional death. It is a mental death. It is something that will leave, but there's not going to be a void there. It will be replaced with something more nutritious, more beneficial, something that actually gives you life. And you are never alone. Specifically for this, and even this, for the single. This single individual truly feels like she or he has to deal with this, or they'll be lonely, or this single feels like no one understands what's going on around he or she. And that's just simply not true. That is not true. Even if we don't like some of our family members, or even most of our family, and we feel like we don't have friends, Spirit does put people in our life. Like, no one is severely alone unless they truly isolate themselves. So you can be alone, but that's not other people doing that. It is you removing yourself from being available. So make sure you're not doing that, because you don't want it. You don't want that. I know you don't. So make sure you're not doing that. Check that, and you will start to see that you are truly supported, because you are, especially when you make decisions that you know are best for you, that you should have made a long time ago, but you've been in your head. But there is a beautiful transformation coming, and I am so happy for you. The Tower moment is coming. Be resilient, get out of your comfort zone, and just love as much as you can, and love yourself. Okay, bye, Cancer.